Arsenal breaking news. On a quiet morning in London, light rain tapped softly against the windows of Arsenal's tall building at the Emirates Stadium. A gentle breeze lifted dry leaves and mixed them with the sound of cars passing on the nearby road. It looked like any other ordinary London morning, but on this day, something special was being prepared. Something that was about to change the history of Arsenal and the future of Marc Guehi. Inside the club's headquarters, there was an unusual atmosphere. Phones were ringing, computers were glowing, and contract papers were neatly arranged on tables like soldiers ready for battle. Mikel Arteta stood near a large window, staring at the Emirates pitch, which was still covered in mist. He held a cup of hot coffee in his hands, but did not drink it. His thoughts were far away, fixed on one name only: Marc Guehi. Arteta whispered to himself, "We need this young man. He is not just a player, he is a leader of the future." Edu Gaspar, Arsenal's technical director, was sitting near the table with a large file containing Marc Guehi's information. He looked at Arteta and smiled slightly, but that smile carried a sense of tension. "We've done everything we can, Mikel," Edu said. "But we're still in a battle. Many other clubs want him. Liverpool, Chelsea, and clubs from outside England. But Arsenal has something special. A vision." Arteta turned and looked at him directly. That's what he wants. Not just money. He wants a place where he can build his legacy. Meanwhile, on the other side of London, in a quiet apartment near Canary Wharf, Marc Guehi was sitting on a chair close to the window. He wore a light jacket and held his phone in his hands, checking it often as if waiting for an important message. His face showed deep thought. He was no longer a child. He knew that the decision he was about to make would shape his future. He remembered his entire journey. From being a small boy playing football in the streets, never knowing that one day he would become one of the most wanted defenders in England. He remembered joining Chelsea as a young player, moving to Crystal Palace to find playing time, and eventually becoming the captain of that team, respected, feared, and loved by the fans. Am I really going to leave? He asked himself. Crystal Palace made me who I am, but can I stay there forever? His phone buzzed. A message from his agent, Marcus. "Marc, Arsenal are ready. They want to speak with you today. This is a big decision." Marc closed his eyes for a moment and took a deep breath. "Arsenal," he whispered. The name hit his heart like fire. He knew the club's history, the Invincibles, Arsène Wenger, the Emirates Stadium full of passionate fans. He knew it was a place where a player could write his name in history. He replied to Marcus, "I'm ready to talk. Arrange everything." From that moment, things started moving fast. A few hours later, a black Mercedes picked him up and drove him to North London. Along the way, Marc looked through the window at the busy city, people moving with purpose, life never slowing down. He asked himself, will Arsenal give me the chance to be a leader? Will I be trusted in defence? Will I be one of the foundations of the future? When he arrived at Arsenal's gate, he was welcomed by security staff and shown where to go. What he saw impressed him. Top-class facilities, professional staff, and an atmosphere of seriousness and ambition everywhere. Edu was the first to greet him. "Welcome, Marc. This is your home, if you choose to make it yours." Marc smiled at him. "Thank you. It means a lot to me to be here." They took him to the meeting room. Mikel Arteta was already there. He stood up and walked forward to greet him with both hands. "Marc," Arteta said, "I have watched you for a long time. It's not just how you defend, it's how you lead. That's exactly what Arsenal needs." Marc sat down, feeling the weight of the manager's words in his heart. "I want to grow," Marc replied. "I want a team that will give me responsibility, a place where I can write my own history." Arteta smiled and nodded. "That's why we are here." The meeting went deep. They talked about Arsenal's project, how they wanted to build a new defence, how Marc would play a key role in leading young players, and how he would work alongside Saliba, Gabriel and Declan Rice to create a powerful defensive wall. Edu showed documents with statistics, Arsenal's progress in recent years and their vision for the next 5 years. "We're not looking for a player who will help us just this season," Edu said. "We are looking for someone who will be a pillar of this club for many years." Marc thought carefully. "How will the fans receive me?" he asked. "I'm coming from another English club. Some people may not like it." Arteta smiled slightly. "Arsenal fans love players who commit. Show them your heart, and they will love you." As time passed, the conversation moved to contract details, duration, salary, and responsibilities. But Marc was not focused mainly on money. What inspired him most was the project. But his heart was already leaning in that direction.